Hello, Gemini. Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, my friends. I'm just trying to get everything in. In the midst of doing all the weeklies and the monthlies, I'm trying to get some bonus reads in. So I just wanted to say thank you for the ways that you've been supporting this platform. And gosh, you guys, the air signs are just coming at me just crazy. With so many views and clicks, I really do appreciate you. So I'm here to do a bonus read for you. Thank you for stopping in here. And give me a moment here to grab a deck. There we go. And let's find out what's going on. So my attempt here in this bonus read, amongst this Mercury retrograde and Venus in retrograde, is to focus on what's going on currently or in the future. If it shows up from the past, I am going to acknowledge it, but I'm not going to dig into anything back there. And I mean, I can't stop it from showing up if it's going to. We have all sorts of crazy energy going on, right? And so let's find out what's going on for you, Gemini, this bonus read. Please know that this does not have a time frame. So this could be around the corner. This could be immediate for some of you. And some of you, it's maybe a year in the distance. Let's find out what's going on for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, we're out. Here we go. We've got the Five of Cups. We've got the Six of Swords. I like it. You're moving away from sadness. It feels like you are moving away from the choppy waters of regret, of sadness, feeling sad that something in the past didn't work out. It does look like with the Six of Swords that we do have movement and healing. We've got 4 swords in the backpack here. And we also have 2 swords that are facing down. For me as a reader, when I see swords that are facing down, it's because a decision has been made. And so I feel those 2 swords facing down is like my decision is to move forward. So I feel like you are leaving this place of sadness that maybe you've been occupying for a while. And it doesn't have to be heavy sadness, understand. Oh, isn't this beautiful? It's like you're moving away from the 5, getting into the boat and heading out of the choppy waters. You're moving forward into the calmer waters. And in the calmer waters is where you're going to be happy. You've decided to be happy. It's a decision. I really love it. Good for you. It's a decision to be happy, and to be happy is a decision. If you're depending on things that are happening externally for you to be happy all the time, well, don't hold your breath. It's an inside job, right? Happiness is an inside job. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the 8 of Wands. And we've got the Death card. Look, you've shaken yourself free from somewhere. Look at all this beautiful energy. It really gives me this energy of I'm finally standing up for myself. I have made a decision to be balanced. I've made the decision that I'm no longer keeping my sadness inside. When something bothers me or someone hurts me, I'm going to say it. And it's going to allow me to have movement. I really love that you're calling out the liars is what it feels like. I feel like for a long time, there's like a sword in the hand of death. We've got a sword in the hand of the queen, and we have 6 here, 6, 7, 8. I feel like for the longest time, you were stuck in the prison of the mind because you felt like you shouldn't say out loud, I'm hurting, or I feel sad or regretful, or I really am hurting from the thing that happened back there. It feels like somebody here is finally saying it aloud, right? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, it could be you. Finally, you're saying to people that hurt you, look, you can't do that to me anymore. I'm not taking that. If you want to be that way, fine, but be that way over there. You can't hurt me like that anymore. I feel like you're making, and in saying so, it's really beautiful. You've decided to be happy. It's a decision. You're taking a shot at being happy here with the 8 of Wands. Now things can move forward because you say so. Because you've decided, now I'm going to speak out loud. I'm going to keep my boundaries, and I'm going to be very honest with you, and therefore being very honest with me, that things that need to come to an end are just going to come to an end. And it doesn't matter to me what you think. What I'm doing is what's honest and truthful. I've got the 8 of Cups here. You are doing this in the most detached way. I feel like this is a decision you may have made over the full moon. On the 14th, we had a full moon in Virgo, and I feel like it was taking a lot of things out of the closet, throwing them out, giving them a goodwill. I feel like you've made some space. You're making space here is what it feels like. You're making space to move. And so I feel like you are no longer settling to stay in relationships that maybe had you attached there, or you were settling there because it would be too emotional to move away. It feels like you no longer want to be in this energy of doing it because you have to. You want to do it because you want to. And you're being really honest with yourself and with people around you. We have the Two of Swords here. So we have the Two of Swords in the upright. The two swords are up. In the boat, the two swords are down. And so for me, when the two swords are down, I'm no longer blocked. I'm making a decision. So I feel you come from this energy where you were feeling kind of blocked. Again, full moon over the head. It feels like the release came, that you finally dropped the swords. The release came under the full moon. Is what it feels like here. That it feels as though this was a very emotional full moon for you. That maybe you were purging a lot, purging energies, letting things go. This person here is up to their hips in water. So I feel like it was a very emotional full moon for you. We do have the World card, yeah. And you made decisions that I am closing some doors. Whether people like it or not, I'm just going to be honest with them. You can't do that to me anymore. I've put up with that long enough, and I'm worth more than that. So the World card is here, but this is an accomplishment. This is a milestone. This is something that you don't usually do, because I feel like you always speak your mind. No matter what, Gemini, you're always going to speak your mind. But maybe you don't speak your mind in the way of, you know what, I don't really want to have anything to do with you anymore. And I feel like that those words are probably going to pass your lips, probably more than they have in the past. And it feels like it's not only people. It feels like it's situations. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's organizations. Maybe it's community groups. It feels like, you know what, I just don't even want to deal with you anymore. I need a break. I'm just going to close the door for now. We do have the Page of Pentacles, because I feel like it's time for you to start doing some things for yourself. It's time for you to, I feel like when you close this door, you start to see the reasons why, which means I feel like things start to materialize for you in the 3D. I really do feel that you had your eye off the prize, that you had your eye off of what really makes you happy. You could maybe have been dealing in other people's drama. Look, people have drama. Right? Sometimes people create drama because they don't know what they would do without the drama. But I feel like you're a person who doesn't live amongst the drama. And it feels like this Page of Pentacles here is like your decision to focus on your family, focus on your children, focus on whatever it is that makes you happy. I feel like this Page of Pentacles is telling me that it's time for me to really focus on what is going to make me grow. Tell me what's going to make you happy here, Gemini. We do have the Lovers. We have the Empress. Oh, and the Emperor. Very good. Okay. So I think that you have decided that for those of you who are single, that you've decided what you want. You are no longer putting up with or dealing with people who are not on your vibration. I feel like you're giving them a quick no. When somebody approaches you and wants to date you and they're not, maybe you're the Empress, maybe you're the Emperor. Look, just because you're a Gemini, it doesn't mean you can't be the Empress or the Emperor. These are Venusian energies. This is Libra and Taurus, but it's because the Empress is love. Venus, those are two Venusian signs. We have the Emperor, who's Aries. But is all the kings and all the queens. So I feel like what you've realized that your happiness is, I need somebody who's on my vibration. And anybody who shows up that's not on my vibration and is going to try and take more from me than they give, then it's just going to be a no. I'm just going to stop it in its tracks. It's just going to be a no. We're not going to move forward from here. I feel like you know your worth, whether you are the masculine counterpart or the feminine leaning counterpart, you know your worth. And when you know your worth, you know what you're waiting for. So I feel like you're not a person, if you're single, that you're out there dating. I feel like you're waiting for the right one, the one that the universe sends for you. And that's the one that you intend on being happy with. It does feel like for some of you that you know your abundance, you know your worth. Oh, anybody who is the Emperor or the Empress knows this. And so I feel like, somebody here is like, you know what, I'm not putting up with the people that show up with, no money, no job, want me to buy everything, or even if they do have money or a job, they still want me to pay all their bills. I'm not dealing with that. Whether you are the Emperor or the Empress, you're not dealing with that. What you're looking for is somebody who has their own life, because you have your own life. You're not looking for codependency. Those two people are not codependent because this person is very busy building their empire and this Empress is very busy with creation. So these two people are not going to be in each other's back pocket 24/7. They're going to be living their own lives, and then they're going to come together and talk about the things that they have accomplished. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, and the Fool. Look, Gemini, I'm just going to say that it looks like there is love on the brain. I feel like when you do make these decisions, when you start cutting away the people, it feels like maybe there's people who maybe come at you, maybe want to date you, and you're like, you don't really want to hurt their feelings, so maybe you invite them over, or maybe you keep talking to them in the DMs. I feel like you're becoming just a little more clear. I was going to say ruthless. It might seem ruthless to somebody who's not paired correctly with you, which I mean by maybe you have pages that are coming at you and you're an empress or an emperor. And it may seem ruthless to them because they haven't learned the lessons of the emperors or the empresses or the kings or queens. But I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is here. So the Wheel of Fortune is here and everything is changing in terms of romance. You are looking at a different caliber, I'm going to say, of romance. And that is the person that you're going to open the door for. And the Death card is telling me that you've got to end all other things and be very short with people and let them know exactly where you're at and what you want. And I don't think you're going to mince words. I mean, you don't mince words anyways, but I feel like now you're feeling a little more, I'm going to say you're feeling a little more courageous. The Queen of Swords has become courageous as the divorcee, having had someone speak for them for the whole time they were married, and now they're speaking for themselves. They're liberating themselves and finally saying what they mean. And, I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but, sorry, not sorry. We've got the Two of Cups here. We've got the Three of Cups. It feels like there is a celebration that you're looking forward. It feels like you have come from a place of the Nine of Wands where you've been hurt over and over and over again. And now that you've come to this place of getting into the Emperor shoes or getting into the Empress shoes, that you know what you deserve. You deserve love and no less than that. Happy relationship. Happy. It feels like you deserve a happy relationship with somebody. So I feel like there's somebody here who's having a realization that I'm okay to be single. I'm just going to sit here and wait for the right one to come along. And if the right one doesn't come along, I'll just wait some more. But I'm just going to tell the people who are here to take from me and not give to me that no, thank you. I'm not interested. I feel like right now what you're filling your time with is maybe family, maybe friends, people you love. The apex of happiness is here. So maybe your home, maybe beautifying your home if you're the Empress, maybe building your home if you're the Emperor. Tell me what the outcome is here for Gemini. We've got the Three of Swords, we've got the Queen of Wands, and we have the King of Cups. So I feel like this Queen of Wands energy is telling me that you are finally becoming independent from the disappointments or heartbreaks that you've had in the past. We've got the the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. So I feel like you are now in this place of stoicism. I want to say that, your sorry, not sorry energy is really coming forward here with the King of Cups, that you are not necessarily someone who is going to apologize for your preferences, apologize for waiting for the right person. It feels like you are probably the most attractive energy that you've been. And the Empress and the Queen of Wands tells me that you're really had some sort of glow up. The Emperor as well, right? The Emperor is glowing up as well. So you're really taking care of yourself, taking care of your body. You look really good. You've updated yourself. Like it feels like you're trying to be whatever it is that you want to manifest. And I think that that's working because I feel like you're about to manifest your person here, somebody who's on the same vibrational level as you. And I feel like you've waited for a really long time. I feel like you've been really patient, but it also feels like you are somebody who is really not going to be, is going to be in a sorry, not sorry energy. When somebody wants to date you and they're just not on your level, if you've got a page coming after an Empress or a page coming after an Emperor, you're going to be like, no, thank you. I'm waiting for my destiny to show up. And that's the person I'm going to give my love to. And that's the person I will open the door for. But I feel like you've really come through some really big transformation and glow up energy. And also in this energy of celebratory love. This person I'm going to know when they show up because they're going to be okay with me being very honest with them. The Queen of Swords is part of the Empress energy. The Queen of Swords partner is the King of Swords, who is also a part of the Emperor energy. So this person is going to be not offended by the way you speak with them because they're also a person who has been saying no without recourse, without saying no, sorry, but they don't give the whole shebang at the end. They're just like, nope, no, thank you. And I feel like that you This is a worthy opponent. This is somebody who's on your vibration. These are adults who are dating. You have your life, I have mine. Let's come together and let's talk about our accomplishments so we don't have to be codependent and in each other's back pockets all the time. That's how the Emperor and the Empress operate. I feel like this person, whether you are the Emperor or the Empress, is the one who is showing up for you. It's the one that the universe is sending for you. So keep your poker face, be patient. I would say you're really attractive and a lot of people will be coming at you. And I feel like you became the Queen of Wands because of the hardship from your past. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is on the throne because of all the hardship she's gone through. She's somebody who is, I say she because there's a woman on the card, but feminine or masculine, somebody who's had a really hard past or a traumatic past in terms of dating or relationships or marriage or whatever it is. And now you're in a totally different caliber of dating. And it feels like that energy. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Gemini, for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Thank you, guys, and see you soon. Bye-bye.